Welcome back to our course on the payments industry. In this lecture, we will explore a crucial part of the payment infrastructure, payment gateways and processors. Understanding their roles is essential to grasp how payments flow from customers to merchants and how businesses can provide smooth and secure payment experiences. By the end of this lecture, you'll understand what payment gateways and processors are, how they work together to facilitate transactions, the key differences between them, common use cases and examples, why they are critical in preventing fraud and ensuring compliance. So let's dive right in. What is a payment gateway? Imagine you're shopping online and about to check out. After adding items to your cart, you go to the payment page, enter your card details, and hit Pay. The system that captures your card information and securely sends it to the payment processor is called a payment gateway. Definition: a payment gateway is a software platform that acts as the intermediary between a merchant's website or point of sale (POS) system and the payment processor. It ensures that the customer's payment information is securely transmitted to the correct parties for authorization. In simpler terms, the gateway is like a virtual cashier that handles card information, encrypts it, and ensures it reaches the right place to complete the transaction. Key functions of a payment gateway: data encryption. Payment gateways ensure that sensitive customer information, such as credit card numbers, is encrypted before it is transmitted. This makes sure that data cannot be intercepted or read by malicious actors during the transaction. Authentication. The gateway checks the authenticity of the customer's payment method. For example, if you're paying with a credit card, it ensures that the card details match with what is on file with the issuing bank. Authorization. After the data is encrypted and authenticated, the gateway sends the payment information to the payment processor, where it is routed to the customer's issuing bank for authorization. Once the issuing bank approves or declines the transaction, the gateway relays this information back to the merchant. Settling payments. The gateway plays a role in the final settlement process, where the funds are transferred from the customer's bank to the merchant's account, though the processor primarily handles this, as we'll cover shortly. What is a payment processor? While the payment gateway handles the front-end interaction and securely sends the customer's data, the payment processor works behind the scenes to handle the actual movement of money between the parties involved. Definition: a payment processor is a financial services company responsible for moving funds from the customer's issuing bank to the merchant's acquiring bank after a transaction is authorized. Processors ensure that the correct amount of money is deducted from the payer's account and transferred to the merchant's account. They facilitate settlement and clearing, two crucial processes in payments. Key functions of a payment processor: routing transactions. Once the payment gateway captures and encrypts the transaction data, the payment processor ensures that it is routed to the correct entities. This includes the issuing bank, the customer's bank, and the acquiring bank, the merchant's bank. Transaction authorization. The processor communicates with the card networks, Visa, MasterCard, etc., and the issuing bank to get authorization for the payment. Based on the cardholder's available balance and any fraud checks, the issuing bank either approves or declines the transaction. Settlement and clearing. The processor manages the settlement and clearing process. Clearing ensures that the merchant is credited with the payment, while settlement ensures that the issuing bank sends the funds to the acquiring bank, finalizing the payment. Chargeback management. Payment processors help merchants handle chargebacks, which occur when a customer disputes a transaction. They provide the tools for resolving disputes and transferring the funds back to the customer if necessary. How payment gateways and processors work together. Let's walk through the end-to-end process of a payment transaction to see how gateways and processors work hand in hand. Customer initiates payment. The customer enters their payment details, credit card, debit card, etc., on the merchant's website or POS system. Payment gateway captures data. The payment gateway collects the customer's payment information and encrypts it for security purposes. Payment processor routes. Data. The processor receives the encrypted data from the gateway and communicates with the card network, Visa, MasterCard, etc., and the issuing bank. Authorization and fraud check. The processor checks the customer's account balance and performs fraud detection checks with the issuing bank. If everything checks out, the issuing bank authorizes the transaction. Transaction approved, declined. The processor sends the approval or decline response back to the gateway, which communicates this outcome to the merchant. Settlement and clearing. The processor facilitates the transfer of funds from the issuing bank to the acquiring bank. This step finalizes the transaction and the merchant receives the payment, typically in a batch with other transactions. Merchant notified. The merchant is informed of the successful payment and the transaction is complete. Real-world examples of payment gateways and processors. Let's look at a few popular examples of payment gateways and processors you've likely encountered. Payment gateways. Stripe, known for its developer-friendly platform and comprehensive API integration, Stripe is a leader in the payment gateway space, especially for e-commerce businesses. PayPal provides both gateway and processor services, making it popular among small businesses and individuals. Square offers a simple, all-in-one solution for small merchants with a focus on POS systems. Payment processors. First Data, one of the largest payment processors in the world, handling billions of transactions annually. Adyen, a global payment processor that provides seamless, multi-channel payment solutions for large enterprises. WorldPay, a well-established processor offering a wide range of payment options, including traditional card processing and newer digital payment methods. The role of payment gateways and processors in fraud prevention. Fraud is a major concern in the payments industry, and both gateways and processors play a critical role in minimizing risks. Here's how they do it. 1. Data encryption. Payment gateways ensure that sensitive customer data is encrypted, preventing unauthorized access during the transaction. 2. Tokenization. Many gateways and processors use tokenization, which replaces card information with a unique identifier or token. This makes it harder for hackers to intercept useful data. 3. 3D secure and multi-factor authentication. Gateways can implement additional security layers like 3D secure, verified by Visa, MasterCard Secure Code, to authenticate cardholders and reduce fraud. 4. Machine learning and AI. Payment processors leverage machine learning and artificial intelligence to analyze transaction patterns and identify potentially fraudulent behavior in real time. 5. Compliance with PCI DSS. Both gateways and processors must comply with the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, PCI DSS, which establishes best practices for safeguarding payment data. Why gateways and processors matter for businesses. For merchants, choosing the right payment gateway and processor is crucial for several reasons. Customer experience. A reliable payment gateway ensures smooth and fast checkout experiences, reducing cart abandonment in e-commerce and improving customer satisfaction in-store. Security. With increasing cyber threats, having robust fraud prevention tools through both the gateway and processor is vital. Global expansion. For businesses looking to expand globally, gateways and processors that support multiple currencies and local payment methods are key to success. Cost efficiency. Choosing the right provider with competitive pricing can significantly impact the merchant's bottom line. Some providers offer better transaction fees, while others may provide advanced features like fraud detection for free or at a reduced cost. Conclusion. To wrap things up, payment gateways and processors are fundamental to the payments ecosystem. While gateways focus on the secure transfer of payment data from customers to merchants, processors handle the actual movement of funds between banks. Together, they ensure that transactions are fast, secure, and efficient. In the next lecture, we'll take a deeper look at merchant accounts and acquiring banks, exploring how merchants set up their payment infrastructure and work with financial institutions. Until then, keep thinking about the critical role gateways and processors play in the background of every transaction. Thanks for joining me and see you next time.